Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week, this is for mid-September 2023. Libra, I already did your reading, but it did not record, so we're gonna redo it. I don't even remember what I said in your first reading, so it must not have been meant to be, so we're just gonna get started here. We're gonna do a Celtic Cross style reading, and in your current, your present position, you have the Two of Swords, which is like trying to make a decision or trying to make a choice. We're going to see what kind of choice this is. I kind of have a feeling that this is one of those choices where you can't make everyone happy. That's why you have the Tower showing up in the area of your thoughts. And so I feel like you need to, make a decision that is aligned with your heart, Sometimes with the Two of Swords, it's like we're trying to make a decision that that can keep everyone happy, but really there just isn't. She is trying to protect her heart. That's why she has those swords that are crossed over her heart there. And but the thing is that there are things that she's ignoring. She has that blindfold on, and she's missing out on this new opportunity that exists behind her. She has that island behind her there, Libra. And the island behind her represents a new place, a third option, kind of like I always say that, she is my card of third place solutions. A third place solution is like most people think this or that on every single problem that exists, but or even good things as well. But there might be a third place, something that you haven't thought of yet, that is a much better solution. So again, you might be thinking that something is heading to into disaster or a disaster. I would also be careful. It immediately popped into my head at the beginning of the reading to be careful of like trying to make everyone happy in a situation, especially if it's a situation where nobody's going to be happy, right? Like sometimes I think during, breakups or whatever, it's like we try to make, we try not to hurt the other person or whatever, but sometimes it's better to rip the Band-Aid off and to tell the truth, right? And I'm not saying that, you're not telling the truth or anything, but, I kind of get that feeling here. You have as your crossing energy, sorry, this is a brand new deck and I just can't get it off the table. It's just sticking. But you have the Ten of Cups as your crossing energy. The Ten of Cups can be what hurts you or helps you. So Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, and it can say that there are good things coming in after a difficult period of time. So this could actually say that there are improvements or, that good things will be happening to you in your life. Or it also encourages you to focus on the positive, to focus on the outcome that you want. In the area of your thoughts, you have the Tower. The Tower can say that you're fearing a Tower moment, or that you're fearing some sort of change. But really, it's showing up in the area of what's on your mind. And so you could be thinking about a Tower moment, but it could also be an aha moment, a light bulb moment. The whole point of the Tower is that those people have been ignoring reality, and so now they're being brought back down to reality. They're seeing the truth of a situation. They're seeing a situation, for what it actually is, and they're no longer ignoring that truth. And so for a lot of you, I do feel that this could be some sort of truth that you're seeing or some sort of truth that you are accepting with this energy. You have the Lovers here as well. This is showing up in the area of your foundation. So for some of you, love could be important to you right now. It doesn't have to be a person. This could be some sort of situation that you're in, or, it could just be, it could be a person, but not, I'm talking about like a lover. It could be like family love, people that you do love in your life, friends, things like that. For whatever reason, I feel like they could be helping you at this time. It does look to me like you're making a new decision or a new choice. We, go up to the Chariot going this way, which is a victory. We go down to the Five of Pentacles, which is not a victory, which is feeling left out in the cold. So, again, some of you could also be meeting a new person, and you could be fearing that this person is going to leave you out in the cold. So if you have that fear, just know that you're probably heading towards a victory, really, going this direction. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a card of resourcefulness. She's showing up in your past position and the energy that you're moving past. I actually kind of feel you're moving past fears. She has this rabbit right here. The rabbit represents fears and anxiety, but she's focusing on the pentacle. She's not focusing on the rabbit. So it kind of says that she's focusing on the things that she can control in her life. She's not focusing on the fears, the anxiety, or, whatever else she could be focusing on. So I feel like you're focusing on the right things is what that is saying. In the very near future, you have the Knight of Cups, which this could be a knight in shining armor or someone who comes in and sweeps you off your feet if you're looking for love. This could also be a dream as well. I always say he's standing in front of that water and he's in the desert. He could easily plant seeds in front of that water and they would grow. So even though he's standing in the desert, he could still plant seeds and make something happen. He's also like dreaming. He's dreaming of his future. And there is something here in this reading about you needing to kind of more focus your mindset. There's something here about you needing to pay very close attention to the things that you're focusing on in your life. I do feel it's kind of weird because I do get this feeling of like making a big leap in your life, or there's something here about you making some sort of big improvement. It's weird that over the next few months you have this you have this energy of the Five of Pentacles, but then in the area of your future feelings you have the Chariot. It's like I kind of look at those two positions as being at the same time because, next few months and then your future feelings, how you will be feeling in the future. And so the Five of Pentacles is a card of feeling left out in the cold, and it says do not call attention to your weaknesses. But it's almost as if that Knight of Cups is saying there's actually kind of like a quantum leap that's happening for you here. You know what? I kind of know what this is. I kind of feel that this is a green light from the universe. You've had, I feel like you've had a tower moment in your life. You're thinking about it. Could be a breakup or a separation. And then by the end of this reading, there's like some sort of achievement, something you want to accomplish. So, I would call this a green light reading, where the universe is saying like, yes, it's time for you to get out of the cult. It's time for you to be successful. The Five of Pentacles literally says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. This guy right here, he represents a leper. And back in the day, lepers would have to wear bells around their neck so people would know when they were coming down the street. And so basically the card says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. Focus on your strengths. And that's what I'd be doing here. Even in the area of your closest relationships, you have the King of Wands. King of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, being confident, really going for what you want. And so I feel that a lot of you need to do that in your life in general. There definitely could be a fire sign coming in for you. You showed up about, 900 times in Leo's reading. So if you're into a Leo, there you go. If you're not, it could be any sign. It could just be a very fiery person. But you always get fire with me, and you Libras always complain about it, and I always say, I don't know, take it up with God, right? And so I don't know, it doesn't have to be a fire sign if you're not into it. That's fine, I don't care. Be single, right? chrisscatfood.com coming soon. It will be here for all you cat ladies, cat people that don't want to be in relationships. I got you covered, right? Don't worry about it. But what I would say is for the rest of you that are smart and don't judge people based off of their sun sign, then I would say there could be a fire sign. It doesn't have to be. It could be any sign. It could be a fiery person. For the weird part is I really feel this is more about you. I feel this is more about you being bold, assertive, really going for what you want. I also say that because, again, in the area of your future feelings, you have the Chariot. By the way, the Tower can sometimes just represent a move. And it's showing up in the area of your thoughts, right? The Tower. So you're thinking about a Tower moment, but you could be thinking about moving. You have the Chariot and the World. Some of you could be moving, and the Knight of Cups. Knights represent movement. So, just kind of like long story short, if you want to move or if you're hoping to move somewhere new, to me, this is confirmation. Again, I do feel like there's like a big green light from the universe going on here. It's like the universe is giving you a big yes to something, a move that you want to make. This could literally be you moving, but it could also just be something that you want to accomplish with the Chariot. The Chariot is a big victory, a big win, major success coming in for you. Everybody gets a Chariot nowadays. I do feel we are in a time where we really need to set ourselves apart, where we should, kind of be doing our own thing, right? We shouldn't be comparing ourselves to other people. He's leaving the city behind him behind, and he's doing this so that he can set himself apart, so that he can go and have his own unique experiences and find alignment as well. He has these stars up here, these moons on his shoulders, kind of represents as above, so below. But really, he's trying to come into alignment with like who he truly is. And, on a very deep level, I feel some of you are making these changes in your life where you're like coming into alignment. I keep getting the word green light is popping up here. And here you go. I can't even get it, but you have the World card, big accomplishment coming in for you, and it's green. The circle. So I feel for a lot of you, there's like a big green light, a big yes from the universe. Whatever you're asking, whatever you're thinking about doing, I would do it. I also feel that there could be this could be a transformation that you're going through. The world, to me, and then we start the major arcana with the Fool, we go to the world, and then, part of the Fool's journey is that once you get to the world, you just start all over again as the Fool. We're always in this cycle of, kind of like reinventing ourselves or, taking leaps of faith into new things. And I kind of feel like you're just starting a new cycle with that World card, but I definitely feel moving here as well. For those of you that want to move, I also feel that there could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo, or Capricorn coming in for you in love, and it could be like a long distance thing. You go like this: Lovers, Knight of Cups to the Chariot. Definitely could be love that requires like a move or traveling. So we're gonna clarify this, and we're gonna use the Oracle of the Radiant Sun here to clarify. But let's see what you get with the Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups. You have the Enterprise card, literally a card of business and success coming in for you. So I feel like there's like a lot of divinely guided success coming in here with this energy. I also feel that you could be creating a lot of abundance by finding third place solutions, like I said at the beginning of the reading with that Two of Swords, like finding another way. Again, the reason the Tower is collapsing is because the Tower represents conventional thinking. It represents the way things have always been done. Those people have built those walls up around them to ignore reality. So, the Tower is always a shock to the system, but it's always a good thing. To me personally, I like the Tower. To me, if you lived a life with no Tower moments, you would just always be the same. And, that would be boring. You would never learn anything new. You would never have new experiences and things like that. So it's very necessary. Now with the Tower, boom. You have the Secrets card. I knew I was getting something about the truth that I said here. I think it would be better for you to be truthful. I'm not suggesting that you would lie or anything like that right now, Libra, but especially this might only resonate for like one or two of you. But if you're going through a breakup or something, I think it would be much better to tell that person the truth, and of like why it's happening or whatever. Why I have no clue. It's just what's coming up in the reading, right? So I don't know why it would be better. I think the truth is it's always better to tell the truth, of course. But it's like sometimes you break up with a person, you tell them you're too good for me, or or you tell them something because you don't want to hurt their feelings, but which is totally understandable, of course. But again, I think it would be just better to tell the truth in this situation. For whatever reason, I do feel for others of you that you learn the truth about a past situation. And again, just based off the astrology, makes perfect sense. We are in a time of the truth. The truth is coming out about pretty much everything. So, there you go. With the Lovers, you have the Empathy card. I feel like this is what you're looking for. Someone who's very kind, caring, compassionate. Someone who has empathy, right? for someone who cares about your feelings. Someone who will listen to you. You can see this bird in this ear. I do also feel you could be getting a message from a person. So you could be like hearing from a person that's interested in you, or someone could be contacting you, telling you that they're interested. And again, it does look good. Definitely heading towards a victory. I think there's some changes that will have to be made to be with this person. A new person, but definitely could be love. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have this Decisions card. Every single person, you had this in your first reading. I literally said, I think it was in the Leo reading, I literally said every single person is going to get this card, and you had, because you had it, and then I did Aries had it, then I did Leo had it, and then I did Sagittarius. I said it in Leo, and then Sagittarius had it, and now you have it again. So, this card is tied to that, I'm convinced, the Mars retrograde we had at the beginning of the year. This is Mars in Gemini. We had that Mars retrograde in Gemini end of last year, beginning of this year, into this year, I should say. And, again, there could be a lot, you could be kind of processing things or revisiting anything that happened during that time, end of last year into this year, anything, any experiences you had. These could be positive and negative experiences, but again, you could be revisiting something that happened during that time frame, kind of like into the beginning of the spring of this year, let's say. And, I think that it's probably a good thing. You might be a decision you have to make based off of something you thought of during that time. And it will probably be a positive thing. With the Knight of Cups, you have this Versatility card. Yeah, if you are attracting love, I do feel that this could be a more like flexible person. I feel like just that's what you will notice if you're attracting a new person, is that their attitude is more flexible. I feel like they're not too stubborn or anything like that. Maybe they're just kind of like a more go with the flow type of vibe. So definitely could be attracting a person like that. Also, we are in a time of flexibility and versatility. Like the more, the less stuck you can be on one idea and the more open you can be about all ideas it's just going to make your life so much easier. I mean, we had that Taurus eclipse last year. We're ending the Scorpio Taurus eclipse cycle coming up in October. We're ending that whole cycle that we had with the eclipses. And, that is specifically that Taurus eclipse. Every single reading I did readings for the eclipse itself. And every single person got like versatility, flexibility, one of these cards. So I feel it's super important that we stay flexible, versatile. We just stay open to options. That's like what that eclipse was trying to teach us. With the Five of Pentacles, you have this fulfillment card. I wasn't even worried about that Five of Pentacles. Again, Five of Pentacles can be being left out in the cold, but as I always say, I mean, to me, tarot isn't good or bad. To me, it's just, loose guidance at best, and, just providing guidance. You are the one that makes it good or bad. So, the Five of Pentacles, yeah, it can represent being left out in the cold, but every single card has a solution, And I think that's what's going on here, is that you could be finding fulfillment. And look, there's a boat on here. So if you're traveling, moving, or if you're making moves in your life, I feel there could be a lot of success there. Could also be a Sagittarius coming in for you as well if you're looking for love. But I actually feel like you're improving your finances. I also feel that being flexible could be the thing that greatly improves your finances like more quickly. So, there you go. With the King of Wands, you have this Fortune card. I do feel like there are great fortunes coming in for you. Leo, funny enough, right? Do I need to say it? Probably not. You have all three fire signs here, or you at least have cards that represent all three. But, could be a Leo. I also feel that you could be feeling very fortunate at this time. It's like the sun is shining on you. And remember what I said about that King of Wands. Like, I felt like it could be a person, but I think I literally said it's all about you or something like that. So I feel you being more bold, assertive, really going for what you want is going to be the thing that brings in greater fortunes and more abundance for you. It is a card of attention as well. And, as I say to everyone, especially, in November next year, like when Pluto officially enters into Aquarius to stay for a long time, I would be doing whatever you can to get positive attention. Aquarius is like the star card. And, one thing I will say is that I just have a feeling that Pluto in Aquarius is going to, it's like less stiff than, Pluto in Capricorn, where it's been for a long time. And I also feel that it is encouraging people to, be a shining light, to do anything that can help or benefit the collective. But, again, that doesn't have to be something like charity. It could be, that could be part of it, but it could also be, just living life, living your truth. By doing that, you're creating better energy for everyone around you. By doing that, you're creating a snowball effect that makes everybody around them have better energy. So you're lifting the world up. And again, I think everybody needs to do that right now. With the Chariot, you have this acquisition card. This is my fancy couple card right here. It definitely could be a fixed sign. It could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo that is coming in for you. This is Taurus. It doesn't matter. Could be any sign, but if you're looking for love, I definitely feel there is a solid connection coming in for you. Again, this is coming up in the area of your future feelings. So I feel like you're feeling good, you're probably feeling pretty fancy as well, Libra, or pretty successful. But I definitely like where that's going. And for the World card for your outcome, you have this Revenge card. Really funny. Someone else had this card as well. I can't remember who, but again, if there's someone coming back from the past or someone causing a tower moment, I would ignore it, especially Mars and Gemini. Again, you have the Mars and Gemini card. We had Mars and Gemini. We had the retrograde Mars in Gemini. And I said during that whole entire time to not do things like revenge or talking behind people's back or anything like that, because it will come back to bite you. So I would avoid anyone who's coming back to, get revenge or anything like that. I would make sure to protect yourself for sure. But really, I feel like success is the best revenge. And I feel there's like some sort of big green light that you're getting from the universe here. And it's like by taking advantage of that green light or by doing it, that's going to be the thing that, that's going to be the best revenge, right? You have a skull card. You cannot make this stuff up. It says hidden secrets can harm you. Again, not calling you out, definitely not judging you or anything like that, Libra. We've all done it. We've all held back from a person, right? So, again, I'm not calling you out or anything, but I've said it this entire time. I would just let something out. I think the truth will set you free, right? And, not telling you what to do, right? Of course, someone always comes at me. I'm like, I don't do whatever you want. I don't care, right? But I'm just saying, the cards are saying here, don't shoot the messenger. But they're saying, like, if you're breaking up with someone or something like that, I would just tell the truth. Or again, I don't think you have to go into disgusting detail, but I don't like say, oh, it's not you, it's me. Or wait, what is it? I don't know. Whatever. Like, basically, don't say what a 12-year-old would say, right? All those things. You're too good for me. You deserve someone better than me. Like all that stuff. That's all stuff like little 12-year-olds say. It's not stuff that adults say. So, I would just say it's not working out, right? Maybe you just leave it at that. But for whatever reason, I feel like the truth is important here. You have this pineapple card. It says reconciliation on it. I don't think anyone's coming back from the past other than, again, I would avoid like a person. Doesn't even have to be love. It could just be a person who talked behind your back or something like that. I would avoid it. But I do feel that some of you, this could be like the universe reconciling your energy. It's almost like you're getting some rewards for some stuff that you've done. So there you go. You have this gossip card. This parrot card says someone will gossip about your secrets. Like, are you kidding me? Again, I wouldn't take part in gossip. I would let them talk. One thing I did say during the Mars retrograde is that, like, the problem with Mars retrograde in Gemini is if you try to defend yourself, you're just going to look guilty, right? So I wouldn't even say anything, if someone is gossiping about your secrets or anything like that. You have this older man card. It says dealings or relationships with an older man. You have this dolphin card. It says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So, some of you could be getting wise counsel from a person and, that could be helping you financially. Although, again, older man, something from the past, I don't know. I feel like there just could be some work that you did in the past, could be for an older man or for a person. And there's like financial abundance coming in from it. You have this elephant card. It says a journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So we see a lot of journey stuff going on here. Chariot, world. If you're thinking about traveling, definitely would be a good time for that. And you have this jug card. It says lighthearted, carefree time. Yeah, I would definitely encourage more play, more fun. But I really feel you're getting a green light from the universe. It's like there's something you want to do, something you want to change in your life, somewhere, some adventure you want to go on, whether that's moving or learning something new or going back to school or something. This is a big green light for you to do that. And other than that, I would just avoid the drama. And I feel like you'll be fine. So this looks good. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And definitely enjoy your month.